The Connecticut State Department of Education is the agency that oversees public education in the state and is the administrative arm of the Connecticut State Board of Education. I'm Nathan O'Leary for Comcast Newsmakers in Comcast's Connecticut studio. Stefan Pryor, Commissioner of Connecticut's Department of Education, joins me today. And Commissioner, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Connecticut, by most overall student achievement measures, compares quite favorably to other states in the country. So why was 2012 prioritized as the year of education in Connecticut?
We're really experiencing two problems, if you will, two gaps in Connecticut's system. First is the gap between our performance and other states. Though we are in the upper tier, we're slipping relative to other states. Massachusetts routinely beats our performance on the national exam, the NAEP. And we're slipping relative to other states that are surprising. If you look at grade 8 mathematics, grade 8 math, we're actually losing to Massachusetts, which for inexplicable reasons is constantly outdoing us. New Jersey. Then if you shift over to Texas, they're eclipsing us. Both Dakotas. I don't think this is what Connecticut expects of itself. We should be #1 in the nation. And there was a point in time when we had a claim to that, when we were excelling. And then there's another gap. That's the gap between students of means and students in poverty. If you look at that income gap among students, we have the largest achievement gap in the United States. And that's unacceptable, and we need to fix it.
One of the ways that you're trying to close that gap, it has to do with early childhood education. How is that key to student achievement?
Well, it's so important that students come to school, the traditional K-12 system, ready to learn. And one of the ways to do that is to invest in early childhood education, especially for families that don't have the means to provide for preschool on their own. So one of the things that we're doing under Governor Malloy and with the support of the state legislature is really expanding early childhood opportunities. There were 1,000 slots at early childhood centers opened up within our new bill that passed in this most recent legislature, and those are coming online for this academic year. So there'll be 1,000 students who are going to be receiving early childhood services in addition. We're also improving the quality of care. You know, care is given in all kinds of ways in all kinds of places in this state. Schools may have preschool programs, but there's also programming going on in independent early childhood centers, in church basements, in YMCAs, in individual households by families and friends and neighbors. We need to make sure that we monitor the level of care and invest in that care, and we're going to do that too.
Okay, great. And also, we started to talk about the achievement gap. How will initiatives enacted now help to turn around those chronically low-performing, not just schools, but entire districts?
Well, let me start by saying because there are two gaps, we're very intent on ensuring that across the entire state we elevate the level of performance. We support teachers and we enable them to excel. So we've created a teacher evaluation system that's going to help with that. We're also making overall new investments in the system with new dollars that are going into education. And then as pertains to the achievement gap that's most frequently referred to between students of means and students of poverty, we're helping individual schools turn around. The state's taking an active role in something called the Commissioners Network, turning around low-performing schools in concert with districts. We have 4 such schools starting up right this year, even though the final bill only passed in the June implementer session of the General Assembly. We're off and running in September with 4 schools. Hartford, New Haven, Bridgeport, and Norwich are all engaged in this process. We have, on the one hand, a charter school that's stepping up to turn around a conventional public school, the lowest performing school in Hartford, and we have a teachers union stepping up to turn around a low performing high school in New Haven.
There is no shortage of work on your plate.
That's very true.
Thank you, Stefan Pryor, Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Education. Thank you for joining Comcast Newsmakers, and thank you. Until next time.